You've probably lived this paradox. 8 hours of sleep, a full night's rest, yet the morning greets you with a heavy body and a foggy mind. The alarm rings 3 times and you have to literally drag yourself out of bed. Then there's another kind of day. You slept for 6, maybe even 5 hours, and for some reason, you wake up with a sharp mind, full of energy and ready for action. So what's the difference? Here's what we often miss. It's not just about how long you sleep. It's far more about how you sleep, and most importantly, at what point you wake up. Your brain doesn't work on a simple timer. It lives in a rhythm of cycles, and if you interrupt that rhythm at the wrong moment, it doesn't matter if you slept for 10 hours, you're gonna feel terrible. Today, we're gonna dive into the architecture of your sleep. You'll understand why less sleep sometimes feels better and how to engineer your wake-up so you can forget about grogginess forever. Because you don't need to sleep longer, you need to sleep smarter. Every night, your mind goes on a journey through different stages. Understanding this route changes everything. When you first fall asleep, you enter light sleep. Your body begins to relax, your heart rate slows, and your brain quiets down. This is the shallowest stage. If someone calls your name, you'll hear it. If your alarm goes off, you'll wake up without much trouble. Then you go deeper into a stage called deep sleep. This is your body's workshop. Think of it as the master craftsman of your health. This is where the real repair work happens. Growth hormone is released, your muscles recover, your immune system strengthens, and your brain clears out metabolic waste. This is pure physical restoration. But here's the key. If you get woken up during deep sleep, you will feel awful. Your body isn't ready. Your brain is still in maintenance mode. That's why you feel disoriented, heavy, as if you're moving through water. This isn't sleepiness, it's a neurological shock, like unplugging a computer during a system update. About 90 minutes after falling asleep, you enter REM sleep, or rapid eye movement. This is the world of your dreams. But it's not just fantasy. Think of this stage as your mind's personal therapist and librarian. This is where your brain processes emotions, consolidates memories, and makes sense of your day. It's where creativity is born and emotional baggage is sorted. REM sleep is lighter than deep sleep. If you wake up during this phase, you'll feel better than waking from deep sleep, but still a little scattered. So when is the best time to wake up? At the perfect moment. At the end of a full cycle, as you transition from REM back into light sleep. This is the natural waking point, the moment your body is completely ready to return. And here's the main secret. Each of these cycles lasts about 90 minutes. Think of each sleep cycle as a destination on a train journey. Waking up at the end of a cycle is like stepping off the train at a station, smooth and easy. Waking up mid-cycle is like jumping off the train while it's still moving. Stop thinking about sleep in hours. Start thinking in cycles. If you sleep for 7.5 hours, you are completing exactly 5 full cycles. You'll wake up at the end of the 5th one and feel refreshed. But if you sleep for 8 hours, your alarm will rip you out of the middle of your 6th cycle. You'll be 30 minutes into deep or REM sleep, and that's exactly why you feel like garbage. This is why less sleep sometimes feels better, because you're waking up at the right time. Here's how you use this. Count backwards in 90-minute cycles from the time you need to get up. Let's say you need to wake up at 6 a.m. Counting backwards, 4:30 a.m., 3 a.m., 1:30 a.m., midnight, 10:30 p.m. If you fall asleep at 10:30 p.m., you'll get 5 cycles, or 7.5 hours. Perfect. If you fall asleep at midnight, you'll get 4 cycles, or 6 hours. Still good. But if you fall asleep at 11 p.m., you'll wake up mid-cycle, and that will be a tough morning. But this calculation only works if you actually let yourself fall asleep, and that means eliminating everything that's stealing your sleep quality. Because you can be in bed for 8 hours, but only get 4 hours of real restorative rest. Let's talk about the silent thieves of your sleep. The first thief is your phone. The blue light from the screen tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, stops. But it's also an information problem. Your brain stays in problem-solving mode, keeping you mentally wired even when your body is tired.
The second thief is your room. If it's too bright, too warm, or too noisy, your body can't descend into deep sleep. You spend all night floating in the lighter stages, and your brain never truly rests. The third thief is caffeine. If you drink coffee after 2 p.m., it's still in your system when you go to bed. It cuts your deep sleep phase in half. The fourth thief is alcohol. It helps you pass out, but it destroys your REM sleep. This is why you often wake up feeling anxious after a night of drinking. Your brain never got the chance to emotionally regulate. The fifth thief is stress. If you go to bed with a racing mind, your body can't relax. Your system is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, which is the biological opposite of melatonin. Your body thinks it's in a fight-or-flight situation and refuses to power down. If you want to wake up refreshed, you have to remove these thieves. The battle for good sleep is won or lost hours before you even get into bed. Here's a simple system. 2 hours before bed, dim the lights. 1 hour before bed, no screens. Read a book. Let your mind slow down. 30 minutes before bed, cool down your room. Right before bed, do a brain dump. Write down everything that's on your mind. And only then, get into bed. Your bed should be for sleep only. But here's the final piece most people miss. It's not just when you go to bed, but how you wake up. That heavy, groggy feeling you have some mornings has a name: sleep inertia. It's the transitional state between sleep and wake, and it can last for over an hour if you wake up improperly. If you wake up to a blaring alarm in a dark room, your body goes into shock, your cortisol levels spike, and you trigger intense sleep inertia. But if you wake up gradually with light, your body eases into wakefulness smoothly and naturally. You essentially eliminate sleep inertia before it even begins. Use light. Open your curtains at night or use a sunrise alarm clock. And one last thing, the first 10 minutes after you wake up determine how you feel for the rest of the day. Don't grab your phone. Instead, move your body, stretch, do a few push-ups, walk to the window. And then, within 30 minutes, get real sunlight. Step outside for 2 minutes. This resets your internal clock. So, let's put it all together. You don't need 8 hours of sleep. You need completed sleep cycles. 5 cycles is 7.5 hours. 4 cycles is 6 hours. Even 3 cycles, 4.5 hours, is better than 7 if those 7 interrupt your cycle. Calculate your bedtime. Eliminate the sleep thieves 2 hours before. Wake up with light and move your body in the first 10 minutes. Do this consistently and you'll wake up more refreshed on 6 hours than you ever did on 8. Because sleep isn't about quantity. It's about quality. It's about rhythm. It's about working in harmony with your body, not against it. Sleep is not lost time. It is the most productive and restorative thing you can possibly do.